Hey guys! Alright, so I wanted to take a small deviation from my normal content. This is a guide for new people at Forsaken on how to play every killer in the game, and this is part 1 for Slasher. I'm gonna go fully into depth on some things though, so I'll link a video in the description for the killer as well. And later on, if you're wondering why I don't do Nosferatu, it'll be a short video, so you'll see. I want you to use this guide for a clear way to learn how to play Slasher that you want, or like these videos. I want you to use these to just figure out what killer you want to get good at. Also, I'll be using tunes for PC when it comes to certain abilities. Like, for an example, M1 is your basic hit. So I just want to make that clear for you console and mobile players. So without further ado, let's get into this. So, Slasher. Well, first I want to give you a quick rundown of his abilities. If you want to read this, go ahead and pause it. So, let's start. Slash. It's your basic hit. It does 20 damage on hit and deals 8 damage over time due to the bleeding it inflicts. This ability should be the majority of your damage as Slasher. Now, many survivors when you're in chase will attempt to dodge your M1. To counter this, there are two options. Option A, the worst option in my opinion, is to try and predict where a survivor is going to go about a quarter of a second early. The reason I say this is the worst option is because if you go using this ability all willy-nilly, and there's a guest in the game, they will most guarantee to get a free punch off of you. Especially if you are doing it immediately after it comes off cooldown. As for the better option, option B, is to use Slash more conservatively. There are two reasons that this is better. One is that you are going to get someone who likes to juke. They will waste close to all of their stamina trying to juke out your M1. And the other is that it makes it harder for guests to get a punch. Not much harder, but it is a bit harder indeed. Overall, this move is very versatile. It should be your main damage source in chase. Next is the head. So, this ability has multiple uses. It can be used to lunge forward a few studs and deal 20 damage, while disabling a survivor's abilities for 8 seconds. And this ability also does not have any animation for a hit, so it makes it a good finisher on survivors who are low. The only downside to using this ability is that it gives you slowness for a few seconds. You always want to be unpredictable with this ability. Then we have Gashing Wound. This ability does 50 damage over 6 hits, making this undeniably one of the best abilities in the game, getting almost every single survivor to half or less than half health. The main downside is that Guest 1337 can get free punches off of this, as it acts as a continuous hitbox. This move is great and a heavy punisher, so you should always use it on sentinels who miss their stuns or when guests miss their blocks. Bonus if you can activate our next ability, Raging Pace, before you use it. Raging Pace is another insanely strong ability. It gives extra damage to all of Slash's abilities, reduces their cooldowns, gives you faster walk speed, regens stamina if you don't have any, and provides an insanely reliable way to close gaps, and it reveals their auras. This ability does, however, disable your ability to run, but, as I stated, it does provide a speed boost. You are also immune to all stuns. One of the best uses of this ability is for if you are losing to a stamina battle. If you wait until your stamina is under 10 at the very most, you can use it, and with the best timing, get back up to full stamina in just a few seconds, as the ability regenerates 75 stamina if you don't have enough. So if you exit Raging Pace at 75 stamina, you will get to max stamina and catch up to a survivor, making you win almost every chase. So, how do you actually play this beast of a killer? Well, let me give you some tips. So, his biggest weaknesses are long loops, where he cannot see the other survivor that he is chasing. You can, however, counter this best by using Raging Pace with good timing. Another thing is to play mind games. Act like you are going one way, go another, then go another. This is one thing that I cannot directly tell you how to do, but rather something you will get good at over time. If you can get good at this, I genuinely think that you could be an amazing Slasher player. And lastly, one of the most important things is to manage your stamina. Use Raging to regain it fast, and never reach 0 stamina. You will lose a chase if you hit true 0 stamina. So, as a final send-off, I have one more thing to add here. And that is, all that it takes is time and dedication to get at Slasher. If you can put good time and actually dedicate yourself to getting good at Slasher, then I can guarantee you will get good at him. and I have no doubt that you could play him amazingly. So, that was part 1 of the series. If there's anything that you think I missed, go ahead and tell me in the comments. I'll see you all in the next video.